there's two sides to every story.
At one point in his career, he jumped off the causeway and saved someone whose car went off the causeway.
I've had the opportunity to work with a lot of wonderful leaders, and that's what motivates me.
We have a responsibility to leave a legacy for our children.
Hello, and welcome to Crimestoppers Champions. I am Darlene Cusanza, and today we honor those who have stepped up to serve in our community. The greater metro area is safer because of their hard work. From public servants to public relations experts, these amazing people have helped build up our community, making it a better, more peaceful place. Today, you'll hear their stories and what makes them true Crimestoppers champions. You'll also hear about the great things that Crimestoppersgno does to encourage people to speak up and speak out against crime. Crimestoppers goes beyond just a hotline for people to give tips. We're also an advocate for families who have lost someone to violence. It's a role we take seriously to make sure crime victims have a voice and are not forgotten. When parents and families who have lost children to violence in New Orleans rallied this summer to demand tips to solve their loved ones' cases, Crimestoppers was invited to attend.
The most important thing that I can say for you guys is we're going to stand with you.
Someone knows something. Use Crimestoppers.
There are people that know what happened to our children. Y'all gotta speak up, because when you don't, the blood is on your hands as well.
Give us the leads that we need to get these verdicts solved.
It is time for you to choose a side before gunshots happen. It is time for you to choose a side when you saw who fired the bullet.
Yes.
Silence is not an option. When you choose silence, you choose the side of the person that took a life.
The sooner people who know something speak up, the better. But as we told the rally, it is never too late.
There is no cold case with Crimestoppers. It doesn't just go away. We are here. We are there to work with those families. We are here to support you. Crimestoppers is there to let you speak up anonymously.
Recently, it's been a blessing to meet you and Crimestoppers.
The mother of Jameer Alfred, the 14-year-old boy killed this past Christmas night at this Walgreens in New Orleans East, wants information to solve her son's murder. And she wants people to know the support Crimestoppers provides her.
You guys have been there for me. I cannot thank you the most. You've been in my life. You called me. I've called you if I had different questions. You called me back. People need to get in touch with Crimestoppers, for their cases.
Crimestoppers publicizes the names of unsolved crime victims to keep the cases alive and in front of the public. When possible, we boost the reward for information leading to an arrest, as we did a year ago after the murder of 9-year-old Devontae Bryant.
Thank you to Ms. Darlene, to the Crimestoppers organization. You're invaluable, and you stepped up. You always do, but I really appreciate you stepping up today with the increase of a $10,000 award.
Back at the rally, grieving families and friends released balloons to honor young people's lives who were lost to senseless violence, and they chanted, demanding justice and an end to violence and silence.
Stop killing our boys! Stop killing our boys! Stop killing our girls! Justice for Nola! Justice for Nola! Justice for peace! Justice for peace!
If you know anything that could help solve these crimes, please reach out to us at 822-1111. Our first Crimestoppers champion is a woman who made her mark on the bench by giving grace and compassion to all who enter her courtroom. She's a mentor, a leader, a longtime member of the Crimestoppers family. Judge Robin D. Pittman wins the Excellence in Criminal Justice Award. Judge Robin Pittman loves to listen.
I would want people to remember that I cared.
She's been on the bench now since 2008, and she still has that zeal and the courage.
A good ear helps her to give people a fair shot.
It was because of him telling his story as to why I wanted to give him a second chance.
If it wasn't for her, I don't know where I would be. 10 years ago, I was, like I said, in the streets, and Judge Pittman seen the potential in me, and I felt like I just didn't want to let her down, and I didn't want to let myself down.
Darren Aldridge was charged with unauthorized use of an automobile and faced possible jail time. After hearing his version of events, Judge Pittman gave him a break. She gave him probation and a warning.
I said, I'm giving you one last chance to go and complete a GED. That's what it was called at the time. I said, and if you don't, then I'm going to know that I have chosen the wrong person to give a second chance to.
Aldridge is now a mentor youth advocate with the Youth Empowerment Project and a lead summer camp counselor, making Judge Pittman proud.
Judge Pittman has always stayed in contact with me, have texted me, called me, and just anytime, she need me, I'm just here for her because I felt like she was there for me.
Aldridge isn't the only one Judge Pittman supported.
I'm proud to say so many of them, as a result of working here and being mentored by me, have become lawyers, and I'm hoping some of them will become judges.
She's been honored by her alma mater, Loyola, and given back to many local organizations focusing on helping NOLA youth.
I keep saying to myself that I'm going to slow down. I'm going to learn how to say no, but I don't know when that day is going to come.
She mentors young people.
I realized that I had been blessed. I'd had a village that helped to raise me, and I wanted to be a part of someone else's village and be able to give them some of the opportunities that I had been provided myself.
That's how she became involved with Crimestoppers.
Having been blessed myself with not having been a crime victim, but knew so many others that had, and so I wanted to get more involved with the program.
A Crimestoppers tip helped her get justice in a case she handled as a young prosecutor.
This man who lost his son, I believe he was an only child, and just watching all the pain that he had to go through, but knowing that at the end of the day, he was presented with some closure based on a Crimestoppers tip.
She joined the Crimestoppers team in full force, serving on the board and even being an advocate for the Crimestoppers Teen Ambassadors program.
I remember times when we were just doing a mock crime scene and NOPD in the sheriff's office actually thought that a crime was being committed, although we were just pretending.
She even got her husband involved, and her daughter served as a Crimestoppers Teen Ambassador.
I just want them to learn from their parents how important it is to give back to your community.
She wins praise from colleagues, even from some who have faced justice in her courtroom.
The judge is a lovable, honest person, respectable person, and someone who's a great listener, and understands that, people deserve second chances.
I was just in her chambers, and I'm looking at all the pictures, the awards, the newspaper articles, and I was proud.
And Crimestoppers recognizes her for her excellence and kindness.
Darlene, I'd like to thank you and every member of the board of directors of Crimestoppers who voted for me to receive this award of excellence. I absolutely hope that my life lives up to these expectations. In fact, it's going to probably make me work harder.
Judge Pittman has been instrumental in our Teen Ambassadors program, allowing teens to give the bench a test run. Up next, we honor a fallen hero who has helped his community and Crimestoppers. A tribute to Captain Vincent Liberto just ahead.
Our topic today is about savings. What is savings?
We have individual dreams,
example,
and we also have shared dreams for our cities and communities. Hancock Whitney isn't just a bank for our clients. We're investing in our hometowns, making life better for everyone. So keep dreaming. We've got your back.
Captain Vincent Liberto gave his life in the line of duty in 2019. He was the Crimestoppers coordinator for the Mandeville Police Department. He will always be a part of the Crimestoppers family, and today we honor his legacy.
Vince knew that he wanted to be in law enforcement when Officer Friendly came to his school when he was a child.
While living his childhood dream, Captain Liberto gave his life protecting the public.
He loved working with the public. If there was a police officer out there that loved the community, it was Vince.
Never afraid to help those in need.
At one point in his career, he jumped off the causeway and saved someone whose car went off the causeway.
In death, police and the people he served honored Captain Liberto's sacrifice and dedication to improving the world around him. He was even a Crimestoppers coordinator.
He had his hand in everything, but it wasn't to make him better, it was to make whatever he was involved in better.
Captain Liberto's love of public service is shared by his children, and several of his children have followed in his footsteps.
Of course, Vince was very proud of that.
Rest easy, Pops. I've got to watch from here.
They worry me, but you know, it is what they love to do and it's in their blood, so they all want to be like their daddy.
A dad who gave it all for his community.
We're still grieving, quite frankly. Still angry. Vincent's death has it's forever changed this department and everyone that worked with Vincent.
A community that has not forgotten him.
The community's been wonderful to me and my family since Vince was killed, so it really is heartwarming to know that we live in a community that we do live in.
There's not a week that goes by that someone from the community doesn't come up to one of my officers that are in uniform and, hey, you know, I knew Vince, I knew Officer Liberto, you know, he helped me on this call, or he, you know, he fixed a flat tire. Or
they haven't forgotten his family either.
Vincent's one of our own, and the Liberto family is part of the Mandeville Police Department family. And so we honor Vincent best by taking care of his family.
And we posthumously honor Captain Vincent Liberto with our Crimestoppers Fallen Hero Award.
Initially, I was hesitant about getting vaccinated. However, after I did my research, I realized that the vaccine had gone through all of the steps that all other vaccines go through to ensure that it is safe. Come to ochsner.org/vaccine.
When you want the best of Louisiana, you don't go to a superstore. We know what we like, and we like it local. Same goes for banking. As one of Louisiana's largest local banks, we offer homegrown services crafted around you. Gulf Coast Bank, the bank that cares about you.
Crimestoppers works. Here's a look at the numbers.
Crimestoppers.
It's simple.
It's effective.
It works.
Our third Crimestoppers champion is a businessman who donates his time, talent, and treasure to nonprofits across the area, including Crimestoppers. He's always pushing others to do what is right. He's a man of faith and family, and he's our James J. Coleman Senior Corporate Partner of the Year. Meet Joe Exnicios. Joe Exnicios is a New Orleans man through and through.
I was fortunate enough to be born in a great city in New Orleans. I've got 5 siblings, we're all here. We still have my father, who's 93.
It's his love for his city that caused him to lay down roots here.
I did want to stay in New Orleans. I graduated from LSU in 1977 and I started working for the bank immediately. So I've just surpassed 43 years with the bank, which I'm very proud of.
It's a loyalty to his city and his job many admire.
I remember he said he would rather service the elevators at Hancock Whitney Bank than to be the president of another organization.
My 43 years of highlighted, I met my wife here. We'll be married 41 years on Monday.
Oh, congratulations. Wow.
a family man and a man of faith.
His commitment to the church, even on Saint Sunday, he sticks around and gives communion.
So when the Catholic Church needed him to help out, he said yes.
To chair the Archbishop's Community Appeal in 2005. And we had the organizational meeting the Friday before the Monday that Katrina landed. We couldn't send emails, we had to send handwritten letters, but we had that appeal.
The money came from all around to help the Crescent City.
After Katrina, we had people who had never, ever in their lives needed help. They didn't even know what kind of help they needed. And yet, what I saw in my work with Catholic Charities was skilled social workers and community workers who could reach those people and let them know, hey, it's okay.
His service to NOLA doesn't stop there.
I enjoyed many, many years on the Urban League board. I chaired the United Way board. I greatly appreciated the work and the insights I got into the community just being involved in the United Way. Chairing the Business Council, it gave me an opportunity to do some things that I haven't been able to do in the past.
He's even been a part of the Crimestoppers team.
I look at the leadership, I look at the executive directors and the boards, and I look for enthusiasm, I look for commitment. People that really feel from the deep recesses of their heart really good about what they do. And I saw that in you, and I saw that in others that you work with. So it was an easy decision for me.
His impact is going to live well beyond his years.
Brandon Nelson is Joe's protege.
Joe is definitely the most impactful person in my professional career, and quite frankly, one of the most impactful persons in my personal life.
Most people, particularly young people that are just getting started in their career, they think they know what their potential is, but they really don't. So you have to push them a little bit.
That's what happened with Brandon.
He said, Brandon, okay, to be clear, this is a great opportunity. This is not one that you contemplate.
And he thrived.
There's no greater satisfaction than when somebody exceeds their own expectations. Being a young black man from the West Bank with no notable last name, for him to see something in me and to take a chance on me and to believe in me, to mentor me over the last 2 decades, I am eternally grateful.
Through the years, Joe has taught Brandon many lessons. An important one came just after Katrina, when a business that needed a break came in for a loan.
He said, if we as a bank and we as individuals aren't here to help our community rebuild in a time like this, then what are we doing this for? That just touched me in so many different ways, because it wasn't about the numbers. Working with Joe, it seems like it's always been about doing the right thing.
The right thing for this community.
You come to New Orleans, it's got just a warmth. It's got everything you'd ever want.
His love of New Orleans is why Joe Exnicios is our James Coleman Corporate Partner of the Year.
This is wonderful, and I'm very appreciative of the opportunity to have this. So thank you, and thank you to your board as well.
Joe has served as a chairman for our Crimestoppers annual luncheon, and his service continues. He's a sounding board in times of need, and he helps recruit great leaders to assist Crimestoppers with its mission. Coming up, he's one of the most influential voices in the city of New Orleans. We honor media and public relations icon, Bill Rouselle. But first, we have big news for blues. Join us on November 4th at Port Orleans for the Crimestoppers Night of Brews and Blues. We'll have the best blues, brews, and food you can get. Tickets are on sale now at crimestoppersgno.org.
Come on out November 4th for Crimestoppers Brews and Blues.
Good music for a good cause. Come on out and party with us at the Port Orleans Brewery.
Violent crime affects everyone. We need you to speak up and say what you know. Crimestoppers, it works.
In addition to helping law enforcement solve crimes, the Crimestoppers Safe Schools Initiative is an effort to prevent crime. The phone app empowers middle and high school students, faculty, and staff to alert Crimestoppers with information that could prevent serious crime. The tip immediately passed on to appropriate authorities. That's why the Louisiana State Police want schools across the state to encourage their students to use it.
The most important thing we can do to our students is give them a resource and an avenue to report. An anonymous reporting capability where that they have confidence in to keep their peers safe, to keep them safe, to keep their teachers safe.
Lieutenant Colonel Doug Kane says the state police chose this Crimestoppers program for several reasons.
It's trusted in the community. This is a proven solution with no cost to the schools themselves.
NOPD Chief Sean Ferguson says this is perfect for students.
It works. Everything is at their fingertip, and that is the best way to reach them.
Download the free Crimestoppers Safe Schools Louisiana smartphone app and anonymously report your tips. This offers a turnkey safety solution when paired with our crime prevention presentations. If you want to reach out to people with a message they will find persuasive, there is one guy who can give you the perfect strategy. He tells you the truth and he gives the best advice. He's been a friend to me and to this organization. And now he's our 2021 Lifetime Achievement Award winner, Bill Rouselle.
I want to be remembered as being an honest broker, someone who stood up and said what was necessary when it was time to be said.
William Cornelius Rouselle, known as Bill by his friends, is the epitome of New Orleans PR.
It has been something of a journey of joy.
His marketing firm, Bright Moments, offers clients a place in the sun.
I enjoy what I do.
He has a unique talent for helping clients connect with consumers, with voters, with people they want to reach with their messages.
He's able to take such complex issues and communicate them, especially when you look at how he does it across spectrums throughout this community, again, uptown, downtown.
Rouselle has worked with a wide range of businesses, agencies, and on state and local political campaigns. He even helped elect a governor. He also fought for civil rights.
I was in the streets protesting police brutality when I was in my early 20s. And we organized an effort to bring that to the attention of the city council.
Bill is generally in the, okay, let's get something done. What can we accomplish? What can we make happen?
He was instrumental in the mission to restore the magic of New Orleans post-Katrina.
We really came back with the desire to make sure that New Orleanians reclaim the city, that we build it back better.
Long before that, Bill Rouselle broke the color barrier at WDSU, becoming the first African-American TV reporter in NOLA.
The first day on the job was the day Martin Luther King was murdered.
That first day in the newsroom gave him a disturbing lesson.
A better understanding of what happens with censorship and what gets reported.
Through his work on his Sunday Journal radio show, on TV with the Liberty Network, in PR, and in the community, he has learned what makes NOLA move and what issues make people freeze up in fear.
The violent crime is what scares everybody to death. You don't want to walk out your house and get murdered, period. I also understand the terror that happens in many neighborhoods if you are identified as a rat.
But silence can have dangerous consequences, so he joined the Crimestoppers team to help promote a safe way for people to speak up.
There's got to be a way for us as a community to surround people with the protection they need, to be able to share information so we get past particularly the violent crime.
He also turned his eye to education.
Working with the system to make sure that kids got the best possible education they could get.
His roots in public education run deep.
I grew up in the home of a dedicated Orleans Parish School Board teacher.
And when former State Superintendent of Education Paul Pastorek needed help to turn around more than 100 of Louisiana's most challenged schools, he turned to Bill Rouselle.
He has so much credibility in the community that, he could look at something and say, this is what I think, and everybody listens.
It's been a rocky road, but I am committed to making sure that kids in this city have a good education.
His commitment to empowering the next generation of New Orleanians goes beyond the classroom.
The brilliance of him is that not only does he do it, he gets other people to speak their truth as well. And more importantly, what I've seen him doing recently is with younger people that he's mentored is to seek truth.
Rouselle takes time to teach others how to succeed.
He's my mentor in terms of how to move through and about community, how to not allow your feelings to interfere with getting something done.
He works to find common ground.
You have to listen to people. You have to listen to what people really say to you.
How do you sum up Rouselle's gifts?
A person who has an incredible vision for his community.
Integrity, compassion, capacity.
Stylish was the first thing that came to my mind. And it's not just his attire, it's just the way he moves, the way he communicates.
He is beloved by many.
Love you, man. I know I would not be who I am if you were not who you are.
I want to tell him thank you. Thank you for always taking the time to be there, regardless of what the issue is.
He is also a humble family man.
I have had a wonderful family over the last 31 years to be supportive. I give great kudos to my wife, to her children and my grandchildren.
Living a life of excellence and building a legacy of love has earned Bill Rouselle the Crimestoppers Lifetime Achievement Award.
Thank you, Darlene. And my only hope is that Crimestoppers continues doing what it does and continues doing it in a way that's going to be beneficial to this community.
Bill has served as Crimestoppers Board President and Chairman of the Trustees. He even recruited his stepdaughter, Karen, to serve on the board and later serve as board president. Thank you for watching Crimestoppers Champions, and congratulations to our award winners. We invite you to be a part of our Crimestoppers family. Please consider joining our board, volunteering at our events, or donating to help further the mission of Crimestoppers. I'm Darlene Cusanza. Have a good night.